Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Amy, your independent Scentsy consultant with Happily Scented Life, and I'm back today with my weekly what I've been warming. I got through some serious Scentsy this week. I may have underestimated my control with this no buy low buy. Between the party closeout and then like whiff boxes that I've purchased, and then I just did a one and done club to get the holiday bricks, the scent of the season, and the sugared chalet bars. That's coming. And then I may or may not have done a de-stash sale on Facebook for Scentsy. So I've gone back up. I think I'm over what I started in like the end of the summer when I said I was going to go on this low buy. So I wanted to focus primarily on Scentsy. I do have a few vendor in here as well. So I'll go over those first because honestly it's not much. It's just 3 that I did for vendor wax. And then also I think I only have like 2 non-wax items, so we'll do that and then save Scentsy for last. So for vendor, because Melting Memories, which is one of my favorite Canadian wax vendors, Veronica's doing a pre-order today, November 8th, for her holiday collection. So there are some scents in there that I wanted to warm to decide if I wanted to get a bigger clamshell of them, and particularly her Memories of Oz collection, which is basically based off of Wizard of Oz. She did a whole collection on it. She had offered a sampler pack of all the scents in her fall pre-order, which I had picked up, but now each individual scent can be purchased on the holiday pre-order. So I wanted to warm 2 of them. They're the more masculine, like smoky type scents that were in that collection, so I definitely wanted to warm them. One of them was the Wizard of Oz. This one, you guys, is super masculine, but like sexy masculine, not heavy cologne. So it's frankincense and myrrh, pink pepper, bergamot, saffron, suede, tobacco, and vetiver. So I believe the suede in here kind of gives it that creamy smoothness, but I get the vetiver, I get the pink pepper. It's just a very beautiful, peppery, spicy, masculine scent. And I ended up doing this in the bathroom, so I did 2 of her snap cubes here. She is phasing out this size clamshell, but I did end up doing 2, and it performed very decent. It was medium like on strength and medium on longevity. It lasted a full 24 hours in that bathroom, but the bathroom I chose it for was the downstairs bath / laundry room, and that one tends to get drafty in the winter time, like late fall, winter. So I think that may have affected performance. So I am gonna save this, the rest that I have, for like March, April, because I do like the scent, and I am going to pick up another size of this so I have more. But this is very beautiful, and I feel like if you miss Hendrix by Scentsy, because Hendrix has a sweet tobacco and vetiver and pink pepper, and this also has tobacco, vetiver, and pink pepper, I think you'll enjoy this one. It's not a complete dupe, but if you miss Hendrix, the Wizard of Oz from her Memories of Oz collection will do it for you. And then the other one that I melted from Melting Memories from her Memory of Oz collection was the Haunted Forest. Now this one was my least favorite of the whole bunch because it is very smoky. Like, you have to really enjoy those deep, embery, smoky firewood, oud, almost smells like ash, okay? The Haunted Forest has smoldering embers, bonfire smoke, damp earth, sugary leaves, and autumn air. I definitely get the autumn air. The autumn air is in here, and you almost like the sugared leaves. You do smell that, but I can almost smell the crunchiness of you like walking on the leaves through the forest. But the smoke the smoke overtakes everything in this scent. So I ended up doing this in my upstairs bathroom. I did 2 of the snap cubes. Medium performer, but I got 2 whole days out of it. So it's definitely one that will stretch. And I feel like where this is so smoky and like ash, you could definitely mix with this. Like you could mix apple scents, pumpkin scents, marshmallowy, vanilla, sweet scents, and really like come up with a whole bunch of combinations. The ash is too much for me in this one though. So I'm not gonna pick up any more of the Haunted Forest, but if you dig smoky, embery, firewood, ash, charred wood scents, you'll really like the Haunted Forest. And then the other vendor I did was Lavender and Speckles. I'm in my fig feels, so I've already done her brown sugar, figs, and buttercream. So the other fig scent that I had picked up in her fall pre-order a couple months back was Fig and Woods. This one is Harvest Fig, Cashmere Woods, and Tonka Bean. So I ended up just doing 1 bunt in a bedroom, my bedroom, and it was a medium performer. I definitely get like it's a soft fig. It's not a hard fig. It's not super saturated. It's not earthy. It's almost like if you mix a fig and like a baked Red Delicious apple almost. Even though there's no apple notes in here, I think Harvest Fig, whatever oil that is, it might have apple in it, because I was getting like a baked Red Delicious apple mixed with this soft fig. And then the Cashmere Woods really elevated it and made it creamy and soft and like silky. Like it was a very cozy scent in my bedroom. Would I repurchase it? I think I would. I think I would repurchase this. What I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and warm this like in the living room and probably use 3 bunts and see how the performance is in a bigger space. Because if this is more of a bedroom melt, then I'll probably just get like another small bag. But if it's one that can handle a larger space, I might want to add it to like my customs order to get a larger bag. But I did really enjoy this one. I feel like if you like fig, if you like cashmere, the Tonka Bean, I really didn't get much Tonka Bean. Not like in Scentsy scents where I can distinctly smell the Tonka. I wasn't getting that in this one. So very enjoyable. I definitely would repurchase it. I just need to try it in a different room to see, you know, if it's an all over the house smell or if I just need to keep it to bedrooms. All right, so that's it for Vendor. And then for Scentsy non-wax, I did go through a 25 watt bulb because I am slowly changing out all of my fall and Halloween decor. So we do have this little Christmas setup here. I will be doing another video once I have everything set up to do like a Christmas warmer tour. I know people wanted to see my fall and Halloween, and I did do a short reel, but I think with this Christmas one, I'm going to make it a longer video and show you guys all the Christmas warmers, show you my Christmas tree, my other decorations, things like that, and just make it a whole thing. So I ended up having to replace one of the bulbs. And then we finished off the open air exploring scent circle that was in the butler's pantry. This one really didn't last long. It was like 2 days. I don't know about scent circles, you guys. I'm feeling like they're not worth the investment anymore. I don't know about you. I used to get really great performance with scent circles, and I used to use them all the time in my car. And then I switched to, in the winter, I switched to the scent pods, because in the summer when it's hot, I tend to find that the pod beads will melt and they'll like just get all like in a cluster, and it doesn't work anymore in the little clam thing that it's in. So usually in the summer I do scent circles, and then in the fall or winter I switch over to the pods. Well, this summer, even with the scent circles I was using, like I wasn't getting great performance out of them. So I think I'm just gonna stop using scent circles. I think I'm just going to get them free for party rewards to use for customer happy mail and things like that. And that's pretty much it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty much over scent circles at this point. especially where you can't order them singly anymore. Like, I don't want to have to commit myself to 3 of the same scent for an additional 33 cents a circle. You know, I don't know. That's just me. All right, now to Scentsy Wax. I did some testers. I still have a boatload of testers to go through, you guys. So you will still see testers in here. And I like using up my extra testers. If you've been a consultant for as long as I have, you will accumulate testers. There's many ways to get through them. Because if you think about it, every catalog changeover, you're buying a transition tester kit, right? Well, a lot of scents carry over every year to every, like Vanilla Bean Buttercream and By the Sea and Clothesline and Squeeze the Day. So you rack up testers. And if you don't have like a bajillion parties at once, you don't need all these testers all the time for customers to smell and things like that. So I've been giving them away as like, you know, in the Happy Mail, or like when my local customers order from me and I deliver their package, I'll throw like in a tester, things like that. But I've been warming them to like revisit catalog scents that I may have like said, yeah, no, that's not for me, because I've been finding lately that scents I hated last year, I'm enjoying this year, and scents that I loved last year, I don't like this year. So it's very weird. That's why you shouldn't hoard wax. That's why you shouldn't stock up on wax. But do I listen to my own advice? No, I don't. I don't. Okay. So in one of the bathrooms, we did 2 testers of Here Comes the Sunflowers. I did this because my mom's recent club that I unhauled here on the channel, she had Here Comes the Sunflowers, and she loves this thing. And I smelt it and I was like, oh, this isn't that bad. And I knew I had testers of it. So I put 2 testers in 2 different mini warmers that I have in that downstairs bath / laundry room. And it was nice, and it lasted like 2.5 days. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, obviously the second day it wasn't as strong as the first day, but you could still smell it in the space. Like, none of the other smells that were going on in that room, like the laundry, the litter box, nothing like that was like, you know, affecting it. So I really enjoyed this one. I think this is the one that has strawberry in it with the musk and the sunflowers. So I would definitely say we should try to get this one voted back if it ever is eligible for Bring Back My Bar, because that's actually pretty nice. So I warmed this because I have a ton of testers and they've turned green. The wax is technically blue, but they're so old that it was green in these testers. And this is also a scent that I have in my club. It is one of 7 coconut scents that I have in my club. I need to start warming these, even though it's not summer. I need to start warming them to really make cuts to my club later on this year. So I did 2 of Mahalo Coconut in my upstairs bathroom. And I am happy to report that I still like this scent. It's still very unique. I don't feel like there's anything like this. And it's staying in my club. I know. I do it every time. I'm like, oh, I'll warm it, and that will make me not want to keep it in my club. Yeah, no, that didn't happen with this one. It was so lovely. 2 whole days I got. It's such a beautiful, like, soft coconut aquatic scent. It really is. It's a lot softer than, like, Blue Coconut Beach or, like, Ocean Air and Coconut Water or the Sea Breeze bar. I feel like at this point in my life, I definitely need Sea Breeze. I definitely need Blue Coconut Beach. I now need this one. So now I gotta warm Ocean Air and Coconut Water and see if I need that one too. I'm hoping that we see some of those summer collection bars in the catalog for spring and summer, and then I don't have to make hard decisions. But I don't know. And then in the hallway one day, I did Autumn Hearth. Just to try it again. I don't mind Autumn Hearth. I love it, but I never buy it. So I never have bars. I only ever have a tester. So I feel like on my next party closeout, I really need to grab a bar of Autumn Hearth and then try it in bar form. But it's just very lovely. It's very, like, It's like a apple woodsy scent that would be going like in your grandfather's study. Like, that's what it smells like to me. But it's really nice. And obviously there's like a bajillion apple woodsy scents that they have in the catalog, but Autumn Hearth is like a sleeper scent. Not many people buy it or haul it or club it, and I feel like when they finally do give Autumn Hearth the hacks, I feel like this is going to be the bar that everyone just starts crying over because they can't get it anymore. All right, so I worked on some bricks. So I did take this brick from my mom's house, caramel chestnut. Neither of us have it clubbed, so I just did a cube of it, just because I wanted to warm this and revisit it. And it's just so creamy and caramel, silky caramel with roasted chestnuts. Oh, it's delightful. I don't know what I was thinking during this holiday brick collection that this was available in. I had them all in my club, because I remember I did a club. I didn't get the bricks. I got the bar form that year because the finances were tough or whatever. So I got all the bars and I had them all in the club. And then for some reason I kicked everything out. Like, I was just like, no, all gone. I don't know why. I mean, I know I don't like maraschino sugar cookie. I've never have. But this one, I should have kept this one. Knowing what I know now, I should have kept it. But I really enjoy this. I'm not like super sad about it. Like, if I see it in D-Stash or if I see it in a Scentsy flash sale or a clearance sale or something like that, then I'll definitely grab it. I did not grab any when it was available in clearance in the brick form. But Cinnamon Woods is giving me my caramel chestnut vibes, so I'm fine with not having this, and hopefully at some point we'll see it come back. But until then, me and my mom have 7 cubes to enjoy. The day that I started taking down all of the fall and Halloween decor and putting up the Christmas stuff, I put in Christmas Cottage because I do have 2 bricks. I have this one and a full one that I got last fall and winter, because this was available as a catalog brick. Why they got rid of catalog bricks, I don't know. They had catalog bricks for like 15 years or something like that. Like, I want to say maybe 12, 15 years. I don't know. They were a staple for a very long time, and then they got rid of them, and then they were just doing the holiday bricks, and then occasionally we'll get a spring brick collection, and then occasionally there'll be a licensed bar that's in brick. Well, last fall and winter, they gave us catalog bricks back. They only did 3 scents, Pumpkin Roll, Very Snowy Spruce, and Christmas Cottage, but they reintroduced it, and I thought everybody freaking went gaga over it. And people, I mean, all the YouTube videos I was seeing, people were unhauling these. They were getting them for party rewards. They were getting them in their hauls. They were, you know, even me, I think I ordered all together. I did like 1 brick of Very Snowy Spruce, 2 of Pumpkin Roll, and I got 2 of this one. Christmas Cottage is a really nice scent, you guys. It's Valencia orange, and it's like raspberry and very red hot cinnamon. It's a good performer. I did not club it last year. I took a chance and I didn't club it. It did come back. It's been in the catalog forever. I think eventually this one is going to get the axe, but because I have this much, I did 2 cubes, by the way. I did 2 cubes on this brick. But because I have this and another full-size brick and then 1 additional bar, I think I'm going to chance it again, you guys, and I'm not going to club Christmas Cottage, only because we have cinnamon pine cones that I really, really enjoy. And I also have Homestead Holiday in my club, which is kind of along these lines. It just doesn't have like that red hot cinnamon, like hot tamales feel to it. But I like Christmas Cottage. I've always enjoyed it. I'm just not like in love with it anymore. Like, there's been other scents that now have replaced this one for me as like a club fragrance. So, all right, speaking of Homestead Holiday, I did end up doing 3 cubes of that the same day I was doing Christmas Cottage. I just did them in a different space. I love Homestead Holiday. I am so glad I put this in my club. They did retire this from catalog, and then they brought it back the following year for a scent of the season. And I should have upped my quantity when that happened, but I didn't. But it's all right. I've got 4 of these, so I'm good for a while. This has blood orange, fir needles, and cinnamon sticks. Very different from Christmas Cottage. This is more of like a homesteader fragrance. Like, this is holidays at the Amish market. So, love that one. Okay, so I revisited some of the new releases from this catalog because I wanted to see if I still liked them as much as I did before. So we did a full clam of gingerbread pecan waffles. I still enjoy this one, you guys. I don't know what it is. I get molasses cookies. Like, I don't get much gingerbread. I get a molasses cookie. There's an old-fashioned molasses cookie that I used to eat all the time with my grandmother. That's what I get from this. And then I also get the same nutty praline vibe that's in Central Park pralines. I know there's not pralines in here, it's pecans, but it's the same nutty essence that's in Central Park praline that I get with this one. And it's just so homey. It's a very homey, comforting, cozy, company-friendly type of bakery scent. So really, really enjoyed warming that this week. I also did an entire clam of cherry chestnut. I know it's not much on colds, but trust me guys, when you warm this, it definitely does change. And I feel like the whipped vanilla that's in here, to me, it smells like cold foam. Like if you were to go to Dunkin' or like a coffee shop and ask for cold foam, that's what this whipped vanilla smells like. And the cherry is just beautiful. It's not a cough drop cherry. It's not a medicinal cherry. It's not an artificial lap chapstick type of cherry. It's just a very dark cherry. And then the chestnuts, it's so good. Love it. And I have more, so I'm definitely going to warm some more this month. Brown Butter Pumpkin. This is another new release for the fall winter catalog. I ended up doing 4 cubes in my kitchen. This one I enjoy. I really do enjoy it, but it's giving me more Thanksgiving Day dessert than anything. And I think that's because the pumpkin in here, it's a buttery pumpkin, which in Scentsy land almost reads squash. And then the sweet brown sugar is what kind of gives it like a bakery feel. But to me, it smells like something that would be on the table as like a Thanksgiving Day dessert. Wasn't bad. It was a medium performer in my kitchen with the 4 cubes. Again, it was drafty that day, so I don't know if that like affected performance. Will I repurchase this? I'm not sure, because if I was to choose this over pumpkin sticky buns from the Goody Gordoness collection, I would choose pumpkin sticky buns, because that caramel that I get in that bar is just so delightful. So I'm gonna keep warming this one and just see how my opinion and my warming experience goes for the rest of the catalog season. But I think I'm going to enjoy this a little bit more once it's a little bit colder and closer to Thanksgiving too, because like I said, I'm just getting a Thanksgiving like dessert vibe off of this with the brown sugar and that buttery pumpkin that reads squash. So, all right, I had 2 cubes of butter pecan, so I finished off my flat bottom that I have of it. I think I did this the day that I was warming cherry chestnut just to elevate like the vanilla-ness of it. I love butter pecan. It literally smells just like the butter pecan ice cream. It's just so silky and smooth and creamy and decadent. We need to get butter pecan back. I only have 1 bar now left, so I gotta find some more. Another day I did a mix because I wanted to revisit this one too. I didn't club this one, but from the Goody Gordoness collection, Spice and Spirited, I ended up doing a whole clam and then 3 cubes out of this one in alternating warmers with pumpkin cashmere. And I did finish off a whole clam and then 3 cubes. So I did that through the entire house that day. This one, I do like it, but I like maple rum cake more. And this kind of gives me maple rum cake vibes. So that's why I warmed it again, and I do enjoy it. I still have this and another bar, so I'll still enjoy it, but I don't need to club this. It is very nice. It's very heavy, like it's a heavy scent, and it's a good performer. It's not a boomer, but it is a strong performer, like a 7, 8 out of 10 in a room. So I definitely enjoyed it, and it mixed very well with the pumpkin cashmere, because I feel like the brown sugar in here played up with the squashy pumpkin that's in pumpkin cashmere. I liked pumpkin cashmere when it was the scent of the month, but then over time, I think I either warmed too much of it, or this bar just ages very weird where it turns squashy. But this is a very cashmere-y, creamy, smooth body care pumpkin. So that played up very well with Spice and Spirited and alternating warmers. So if you have some pumpkin cashmere and you don't know what to do with it, mix up some Spice and Spirited with it. So I enjoyed that. Oh yeah, this day. Okay, so if any of you guys watched my Contractors and Scentsy Don't Mix little short video I made this week, we had contractors come to the house. They were leveling the addition that was built onto this house. The addition was built before we bought the house, and over the years it's like sunk, and it's starting to pull away from the main house structure. So we didn't want the integrity of the structure of the house to go away. So we had these contractors level it. Well, I thought they were done last week, and they said they'd be back an additional day, but it wasn't going to be this week because they had a different job going on. Well, lo and behold, they showed up Monday, unexpected. I literally was like not even showered yet, didn't really do any of like my morning chores, like the morning cleanup, didn't sweep the floors, didn't do the litter boxes yet, didn't do the dishes, and none of that shit. Didn't clean up the bathrooms from the kid and getting ready from school, like mess, none of that. Well, I did change out wax before they showed up. And I did Hemingway. I love Hemingway. It's like an apple cologne. Oh, it's so good. Well, I had this going throughout the entire downstairs, and the guy one of the contractors ended up coming in and using the facilities and made a mess. And it was starting to ruin Hemingway. I was able to get the funk smell out from him, and I did that by adding my last few cubes of white pumpkin and driftwood in that room. So it worked. So if your husband drops a dookie and it smells too much, put in some white pumpkin and driftwood and we'll get rid of it. But anyway, so I was able to save the rest of my Hemingway the rest of the day, so I didn't have to throw away wax. So I was very, very, very thankful for that. This is another one from the Goody Gorgeous collection that I revisited. Very good pumpkin. I did half of the clam in my kitchen. This one I get mulled berries, like wine berries, mulberry. I don't get much pumpkin. It's more of a mulled fruit, which I don't mind, but I didn't have to club it because if I wanted a deep, dark fall saturated berry, I would pick buckleberry over anything. So that's why I didn't club it. But I didn't mind it. It is a very light performer in my house, but it was a good kitchen scent that day, so. I had 1 cube left of Frosted Fantasy, so I ended up just putting this in the bathroom. I still don't like this one. I don't know what it is. It's like a very weird apple, snowy tree cleaner scent. Like I said, it reminds me so much of Frosted Cedar, and with Frosted Cedar I got so much like wood polish off that, like wood cologne, wood polish, that I don't like this one either. So I'm glad to finish that clamshell up. I won't be repurchasing that one. I did try Griswold Christmas. I ended up doing 5 cubes in the living room. Yeah, this is a hard pass for me. I don't like this one. It is like a sweet, like spruce, sweet evergreen, sweet pine, but I enjoy Mighty Pine and Disney Seasons of Magic. The pear in here kind of just gives it like a vendor, like bougie vibe. It's almost like Scentsy's trying to copy like vendor blends by putting like a pear or like a nice fruit with like the Christmas tree. It didn't really perform the greatest. It was like a 4 or 5 out of 10 in that space. It's definitely not a repurchase for me. But in my opinion, license scents are usually light for me anyway. So I did 2 full clams of cinnamon pine cones. These were my juiciest. They still had the scent of the month stickers on them. I mean, you can see right here. I mean, this was getting pretty bad, but I loved this scent. It's so good. It just smells like the bags of cinnamon pine cones, the cinnamon brooms. It's just very nostalgic Christmas. And I really like it, and that's why I am not sad to not club this at the end of the season, because I have cinnamon pine cones. So there's that. Okay, I did try the cocoa bar, the Barber bar. Yeah, I don't know. It's very perfumey, very mature, and it's got like a powder. Like, I definitely smell the marigolds, and I smell like mums and marigolds and musk. But it's very powdery. It's almost like it was like, you know how your grandmas had like the powdered perfume like in the can with like the couple holes and you can just like shake it out? That's kind of like what this smells like to me. It's a very mature scent, so it's a pass for me. And it really didn't perform the greatest. It was a very, very light performer. I ended up doing 3 cubes in my upstairs bathroom, and I did the 2 other cubes in the adjacent bedroom next to it. And it was light plus medium light, like 5 out of 10 on strength, and it really didn't last the entire day either, which I was confused by, because I thought maybe the powder musk scent would like linger the most, but it didn't. And then on Halloween, I did do my mix of Ghostly Greetings and Gimme Candy. I do these in alternating warmers. I filled the entire house up with this. Gimme Candy, it's a little too affectionate, a little too confectionery for me, but I don't mind it when it's paired with Ghostly Greetings, because I think the bourbon and just like the deep darkness of Ghostly Greetings works well with the Gimme Candy. This one smells like straight candy corn to me. And then last but not least, I had, what did I have? I had like maybe 2 and 2. I think I had 2 and 2 left of this. So 2 cubes of gingerbread cheesecake and 2 cubes of Christmas cookie. I ended up putting them in my bedroom. I did these 2 cubes in the same warmer and then these 2 cubes in another warmer. And they played each other up very nicely. I still prefer gingerbread cheesecake over Christmas cookie, but I'm not done with Christmas cookie yet. I do want to warm it one more time, because like I said, in my office, I got hella good performance the first 4 hours, and then it kind of just went dead to me. So I want to definitely try it again. But Christmas cookie, it's weird because it's got gingerbread. It looks like it might be a sprinkle cookie, but it's not. It's gingerbread, it's pine, and it's orange. So it's like Scentsy's attempt at a vendor, but I feel like there's something missing in here. But the gingerbread cheesecake, I don't get the sour cheesecake, and when I warm it, it's more of like a warm, soft, fluffy gingerbread cookie. That's what I mostly get with this. So don't get cookie with this, but I get cookie with the cheesecake. So I don't know. But that's it. That is my empties for the week. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you guys tackled this week. Was it mostly Scentsy? Was it vendor? Was it both? And are you guys done with fall scents, or have you moved on to Christmas? I feel like I am definitely done with my apple and with like pear and the lighter pumpkins. I feel like I do want my pumpkin bakery, but I am now moving over to woodsy, tree, orange spice, other spicy, cinnamon, all of that stuff. I'm definitely over the fall and I'm ready for Christmas, which is very weird for me because I'm usually the person that waits until like a week before Christmas to put up their tree. And then I'm the first person to take it down once Christmas is over. Usually by like lunchtime on Christmas Day, all of my Christmas decor is like gone. But this year is a little bit different, so I'm just gonna go with the flow and see where it takes me. But hope you guys are enjoying your week and your weekend. Let me know what you guys are doing. Has anyone put up Christmas decor yet, like me, or are you kind of waiting until after Thanksgiving? Love to continue the conversation. Thanks for always liking, commenting, and subscribing. I truly appreciate it, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye, guys.